What's happening, guys and girls? Acrinator here, and welcome to another episode of Paradoxical Ramblings. Back in the fall of 2015, I put out a review of the early access title Drive an 8-Track, which has since released as a full-fledged game called Riff Racer. During that review, there was one major aspect to the game that I wish I had covered more, one that really helps to separate it from other music-oriented games. For the most part, I stand by my reviews, my stance changing little even after updates are introduced. This is mostly because I review a game based off the current state of the gameplay, as well as what I believe the devs were trying to put across. It would honestly take a lot more than additional content for me to change my mind on a game, unless a complete overhaul was initiated. The same stays true for Riff Racer. This isn't an amendment to my original review. I'm making this video mostly to compare Riff Racer to other titles in the music-oriented subgenre, because I believe that most of the titles that I've come across are making one fatal mistake. In a music-oriented game, especially one where the songs can be chosen by the player, the music absolutely has to come first. I know this sounds painfully redundant, but hear me out. Audio Surf, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, what do these games all have in common? You can fail out of a song. This is one of the biggest reasons I've put so much time into Riff Racer, because it allows me to play through my music library at will, and makes sure that I play the selected tunes from start to end. I can only speak for myself here, but I feel like I'm not alone when I talk about how aggravating it is to have the music you're listening to interrupted. Just when you're getting into your groove, or are about to reach your favorite part, the song stops and you failed because of some gameplay mechanic. Now don't get me wrong, gameplay shouldn't be ignored, but there's a whole slew of new aspects you have to worry about when bringing another art form like music into the mix. It's not just failing out and stopping a song entirely that can take away from the music, but the little things as well. Whenever I used to play Guitar Hero, my biggest criticism was the obnoxious noise it made whenever I missed a note. I know it's meant to let you know that you did something wrong so that you can correct it in the near future, but you gotta admit, it's annoying. It's not just enough to feature music in your game. You have to make sure the gameplay flows with the rhythm. This is one thing that Riff Racer does exceedingly well, because each track is specially made through an algorithm. The item placement and boost sections actually contribute to the pre-established flow. Of course, it's not perfect. It's an algorithm and can screw up from time to time, but my personal experience has got to be around 85 to 90% accuracy, and I don't exactly listen to the radio-friendly stuff either. I'm not here to say that Riff Racer is the end-all be-all of music-based video games. There's a reason its score was far from a perfect 10. The game does have its problems, especially when it comes to entire drifts being negated from just tapping the wall once. But if nothing else, Foam Software managed to get this one thing right. For music lovers like myself, who cherish their favorite artists more than anything else, it's nice to be able to get closure of actually finishing our songs, no matter how bad the wipeout. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. It was a bit shorter than my usual stuff for this series, but I didn't think you really needed a 10-minute video explaining the importance of musical flow. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more like it, maybe even subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Links for my social media and whatnot are in the description below, and as for the comment question, for those of you who've played Riff Racer, what's your favorite car? Mine's the Ghost model, if you couldn't tell from all the footage in this video. Not entirely sure why. I guess I just like its style. Anyways, that's all the time I've got for today, so until next time, don't die.